Hey everybody. I know I've been talking about doing a water change on my angelfish tank here and really getting in there and doing a lot of work. This is not going to be that video. I've been putting that off forever just because I have not felt like getting everything together to do a video of it. Today I'm not feeling terribly well, but I've been putting the water change off so long. I've got to do a water change on this tank, so that's all this is really going to be. I'm not making a big video out of it or anything, but I did want to point out while the water was draining, if you see how all the plants look like they're sticking up out of the water, that is not entirely true. They are actually sticking up like that because the tips of them had grown up out of the water against the glass, and the hot lights up there have actually stuck all of the plants. They've dried to the glass. So as the water level came down, they basically hung on to the glass until they finally tore loose, and that's what gives them the appearance of being all sticking up out of the water. The other thing I did want to show in this tank before I get going, because I'm not really going to do much more of a water change than this, it's been so long. I know my nitrates have got to be through the roof. The organics in the tank have to be just sky high, but at the same time, without even checking, I can already tell you that the pH in this tank is probably at least at 6.4. Maybe even a little lower than that by now. So I definitely can't do a massive water change, or I'll shift the pH too much and it'll just be too much of a shock on the animals in the tank. So I'm only going to do maybe a 20%, and I'm going to leave it at that, and then that'll give me a little bit of breathing room. I can get in there within the next few days when I'm feeling a little better and have a little more time, and we can do a better video. But this plant mat here, I'm going to remove the whole thing eventually. If you can see that really bright green in there that looks like it's matting and sheets of stuff, that is all of that green slime cyanobacteria. I've got it in this tank, but it's not bad, and it's not all over the place, but it is all over the stuff that grows right here on the surface. And it's really nasty. If you get in there and look at it, it's just gross, slimy green stuff, and that's why so little light actually penetrates this. It's not the plants themselves, it's the mat of cyanobacteria that's growing on it. So for now, I'm going to leave this alone. Like I said, this is just going to be a simple water change. I'm not going to mess with the plants or anything. But when we get in there to do the bigger video, where we actually, do the full schmear, we're going to go ahead and pull those plants out altogether. I'm going to get rid of them, and I'm going to remove some more of that gravel, and we're going to do a little more work on this tank. So thanks for watching this one. I'm going to go get into filling it back up, and we're going to call that good. There's not really any point in even doing it before and after, but I did want to give you a look at those plants and that cyanobacteria growing on there. So thanks again for watching this one. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. That way you won't miss anything that I got coming up. I'll see you real soon on the next one.